you.
So good to see you too. You know what, everybody, I know we love Richard, but he has to talk to us about the food. This is Anderson Seafood, specifically two 2-pound boxes of breaded cod fillets, but not just any cod.
No, first of all, any seafood coming from Anderson, the Anderson Seafood team, you know is going to be the best quality because they've been in business for almost 40 years now. And I told you earlier that they cut their teeth on supplying the best restaurants, the highest quality seafood, and they built that reputation because they have developed relationships with the best seafood sources, the best fisheries. And so instead of you having to go to that fine dining restaurant to get that same quality, Anderson is bringing it directly to you. And this is our wild-caught Alaskan cod, but it's in that beautiful classic fish and chip style breading, and it's just melt in your mouth. When you bite into this, it's like unlike anything you can get at the seafood store or at the supermarket because Anderson gets the best pick of seafood. And I love this because it's such a great way to entertain and enjoy such fresh. And when I break into that, now, Mary, notice the color of that fish. Look how white and flaky and beautiful it is. That's because it's wild caught. You know, you don't have to worry about, what kind of food are they feeding it at the farm. This is something that's been caught in the wild and then frozen immediately and then prepared so that you're going to get it in its freshest state, and it's flaky, it's delicate. And in this preparation with that beautiful breading, it's a great way to enjoy cod because cod is such a mild fish. I love this.
Well, and that's the first thing I noticed when you broke that open is the color.
The color, that's
because
right.
I talked to you before the show about, have you ever gone to the grocery store and you got the frozen fish and you crack it open and it looks like a jellyfish on the inside? Don't eat that. But you know what? This is the elite. This is the best of the best. And you're getting two 2-pound boxes. This is a great shot of everything that you're going to get. And it's a featured price of $69.96. It's free shipping and handling and on 3 easy payments of $23.32. That easy pay is gone at the end of the day. But as we take a look and as we bring in some folks to take some bites, I would love to talk to you about ways to prepare it. How do you suggest and how to actually cook it when we get it home?
So my favorite way to cook this is to shallow or deep fry it. So if you're somebody that has one of those great Copper Chef pans, or if you have any of those great all-clad pieces, you can drop this in a nice perfectly heated oil bath. Or if you want, you can do a shallow pan fry, or we all know how popular that air frying is becoming. Take this and put this into an air fryer in about 8 to 10 minutes. You'll have that perfect crispy crust, so you won't be using as much oil. But then that interior, again, I can't emphasize, wild caught cod. You know, when you go to the seafood store, think of what you pay for wild caught fish. That's what's in here. So this isn't your everyday fish and chips that you would get at the grocery store, Mary. This is the highest quality cod coming from the deep, cold Alaskan waters. And again, when I talk about Anderson Seafood, you know you're getting the best quality, the quality that the finest restaurants are serving their customers. Well, and since we have no auto delivery on this particular offering, I know, I wish I could. My stomach is rumbling. We don't have auto delivery, so stock up. And if I do choose to stock up on this order so that I have a great thing, how long will it last? This is good for 6 months in the freezer. Okay. And what's great about it is you can take 1 piece out, you can take 4 pieces, 10 pieces. I love this because my kids really enjoy it. You know, well, that's the thing. Yeah, cod it's not a strong, oily fish, and that's one of the reasons I'm so excited about this because everybody loves this. You get that nice, delicate flavor, and the breading is just mildly seasoned, so the fish really shines here. But again, you can go right into an air fryer. Love it. This is 8 to 10 minutes from frozen. You can have those beautiful, delicious kind of fish and chip style. You can make fish tacos. You can put this over a salad, you name it, or just have the kids dip it in a little bit of tartar sauce. And I'm so glad that your kids are eating this because you know what? A fish stick should not be rectangular. A fish is not a rectangle. No. So the fact that you are feeding them this high quality is just outstanding. So I know we have a little seagull friend. Okay, we have somebody that's standing by. Okay. Hi, Marie Louise. Hi, Marie Louise. She's coming up with the big deal in just a little bit. Now we let these cool off so they won't be too hot for you. Just love fish. Isn't it so good? I love fish. Is there some tartar sauce? There's a little bit of tartar, yeah. If you've never had cod before, I think this is a great place to start having it in the home too, because not only are you getting the name Anderson Seafood behind it, you're also getting a really mild fish. It is not something, you know how people say, well, I don't like seafood because it's too fishy, which I think is a hysterical statement, because it comes from the sea. But this is not a strong fish. This is a very subtle fish with a great flavor. Yeah, it's flaky, and again, you see when I break into
into this. It's such a nice white flesh fish. You can tell how fresh it is by that color. You mentioned before, if you tried to buy something like this in the store, the seafood store, you're not going to get that same quality. Again, wild caught. Look at how beautiful and delicate and flaky that white flesh is. That's where that beautiful flavor and texture is. And when you taste it, you can tell this is not something that's been sitting in freezer for months and months and months. Yeah. This is something that came from a great seafood source and from a quality supplier like Anderson Seafood.
Marie-Louise is just standing next to me grinning. She's so happy.
Well, I've had my share of fish with children for 28 years.
Sure.
This is amazing. It is just so good. It is so moist. The batter on the outside is perfectly crisp. I'm just going to get one. I'm going to get one of my big deal bags.
Yes. And pack it full.
I'm going to put them all in there and take them all home.
In preparation, thank you. So, you're going to get a little tartar sauce? There you go. There you go. Take some tartar sauce. Thank you, Marie-Louise.
Okay, so we have a question from our simulcast that's going on Facebook, on the QVC 2 Facebook page. Savannah wants to know, is cod comparable to haddock?
I would say it's pretty similar. Cod, I would say maybe cod is just a tad flakier, but very similar. It's a very similar textured fish, so that's a great question.
I love that. That's a great comparison. Thank you, Savannah.
Thanks, Savannah.
You know what? 3 easy payments of $23.32 gets you 2 2-pound boxes.
I mean,
that's gonna stock you up, which is great. But you know what? It's not on auto delivery, so you may want to think about ordering more than one today because that easy pay goes away at the end of the day. We have fewer than 1,200 remaining, and when you think about the fact that we broadcast to millions of homes, you may want to place your order before they're gone. No auto delivery, I can't stress it enough, so you do want to stock up at M53853. Free shipping and handling too is another great reason. But Richard Roman,
good to see you.
Thank you. So good to see you too.
I'll see you back in a little while.
If my microphone was any lower, you guys would hear my stomach rumbling. If I could, I would just belly slide across this table. It smells so great. We'll see you shortly.
See you in a little bit.
That's a great way to segue, by the way.
That.
Belly slide, see you shortly.
Sure.
Yeah. You can go to QVC.com and you can search Mary's Kitchen and find out what's happening with this show. You can find out maybe what you missed, maybe some sneak peeks of what's coming up, and you can get a great look at our QVC2 Big Deal. It's a set of 2 little travel bags from California Innovations, and they are going to keep your cold foods cold like none other. And you can shop early. You don't have to wait for us because they have been popular today. So if you want that Aztec, that's that little gray pattern one on your screen all the way to the far. Oh gosh, is that left for you or right for you? I have no idea because we're inverted. But it's the one with the gray that's the most limited. Isn't it funny?
I think it's left.
Because to us, it's right. But then if you invert in your home.
Right.
So I'm going to end up on YouTube if I keep talking about that. So I'm just going to move on. Ship to